up printing jersey. I love it, make the whole place better. So we know when I'm a young leader, make them buy come out of peer pressure. Why everybody wanna be a sasa? I know no others, them walkers. When the big chain and white vest, them put mama in stress. When the maniac march out and leave one lifeless. Funny just one, don't be boss no God. Daddy maniac, be on and get you. Listen what me tell you. We need more love in the ghetto. Sing some positive tune and send them ghetto youths. Living in a oh Lord, make me talk to them gunman them. Why? Talk to them. Bam bam, brother brother. My journey, God alone I walk with me. Okay. I want to buy them promoting. Nobody gun thing, and I know what them want. Not ready like ready for no shelling. Swanny say watch your friend in her, because me fed up of them friend killer. Why can't we just live like brother brother? Let love one another, make the old place better. So we know when I'm a young leader, make them buy come out of peer pressure. Why everybody wanna be a sasa? I know no others, them walkers. When a big chain and white vest, them put mama in stress. When the maniac march out and leave one lifeless. Funny just one, don't be boss bravado. Daddy maniac, be on and get you. Listen what me tell you. We need more love in the ghetto. Sing some positive tune and send them ghetto youths. Living in a gunman town. We don't need no gunman town. Slow them roll. Tell them take it easy. The rise of the murder toll. We're fed up of printing jersey. I love it, make the whole place better. So we know when I'm a young leader, make them buy come out of peer pressure. Why everybody wanna be a sasa? I know no others, them walkers. When the big chain and white vest, them put mama in stress. When the maniac march out and leave one lifeless. Funny just one, don't be boss no God. Daddy maniac, be on and get you. Listen what me tell you. We need more love in the ghetto. Sing some positive tune and send them ghetto youths. Living in a gunman town. We don't need no gunman town. Living in a gunman town. We don't need no gunman town. Sing about love. I love to sing about love.
Just wanna see their face, see their face, see their face. Oh, I really wanna see their face, see their face, see their face. Hey, talk to them right over Zion Gates, Zion Gates, Zion Gates. Yeah, you know God. Just 10 minutes with my past friends. Yo, I would like to meet with my friends who are gone. To talk to them over yonder, then I'll carry on. But I know it will never happen until my time has come. So I gotta be very patient, cause there's work to be done. And although I wanna see their face, I know that God alone dictates the pace. So now I gotta keep cool and keep calm till my time reigns. Whoa, but I'm never gonna be no way. I'm never on this earth to stay, cause I'm seeing them on Judgment Day. I'm seeing them on Judgment Day. You know I'm never gonna be no way. I wasn't never on this earth to stay. I'm gonna see them on the Judgment Day. I'm gonna see them on the Judgment Day.
This girl, she only watching me. Can I come and make it company, or should I tell you my name first? Tell me, do I have a chance on this earth?
Boy, you always watching me, and I'm thinking of just touching you, and I'm hoping that you feel the same.
show ya. I will never control ya. Girl, I just
GMGT big, 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 where the culture lives. Big, big, vibes big, big, big. GMGT, yo, it is what it is. Smartin'.
What you need, can I come and make you company? Or should I tell you my first
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everybody on the live. Thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Sit with Women with your favorite girl, Micah. Today I have the talented, the beautiful, the phenomenal
Baby cry.
Priscilla,
Hi.
the soca enthusiast.
Yes.
Today we're going to be talking a little bit about what we as women go through in the entertainment industry. We're going to talk about how we maintain our friendships, relationships, and how we are viewed by society, and what are some of the criteria, for us to be as big as a male in this industry, right? But before we start, there's always a few things that I want to say. I want to say thank you guys for the continued support. GMGT is not what it is without, you, the audience, of course, our supporters, our fans. Everything that we do, we, take our time, quality, quantity, we put it all out there for you. Hi, Mafia. How you doing? Hi, Sasha.
Hey.
Hi, DJ Glenn Deva. Hi, Dad.
Oh, Dad
Hello.
isn't alive.
Yes, always. Hi to everybody. Yeah, we had like a really stressful week.
Yes.
We had a really touching beginning, end of May to beginning of June. It's just so much.
It's heavy.
Heavy.
Yeah.
It's so heavy with emotions, and it's not really good emotions. It's always the pain and the oppression and everything that wears us down as a people. And today we just want to give you guys hope that that everything works out. Everything happens for a
reason. There's
reason.
always a silver lining in things. So I believe that we're making strides. There's still a lot to do, but we're gonna get justice eventually.
Absolutely. And one thing I want to say, after we get justice for Floyd, I don't think that should be the end.
Nope.
We have a lot more people who we need to get justice for. And let's not even focus on America. We have people in the Caribbean who needs our support as well, who needs our support just as much. And I think it's unfair for us as Caribbean nationals to think that, I'm from the Caribbean, so I'm not technically black. Yes, you are. You're African. Relax. You're probably not African American, but you're African. And it all affects us. Indirectly, directly, doesn't matter. We are all affected by racism. And yeah, just have hope, and let's continue to help our brothers and sisters.
We got this.
Yes, we do. So, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Guys, just know we did this before the show. I'm pretty good. A little nervous as usual.
That's okay. It's all right. We got a good topic today, so.
Yeah, we do. We really do. So, I'm gonna let you start.
Okay, so today's topic is about women in the industry. Did you want to go into music, period, or like soca? Because I feel like it's different.
Well, we could focus a little bit on soca.
Okay.
But we could
Overall. Yeah. Okay. So, thank you, Mafia. So basically, I feel like first and foremost, there's kind of it's a broad topic, but there is a divide in whether you fit the look and whether you don't. And that comes from also, like, if you do fit the look, are they really hiring women because of their work ethic, or is it because, you look good? And then if you don't fit the look, it's like you don't make the cut at all most times. Like, I've been I'm a big girl, you know. So there's been some times where like, you know, people would rather host a certain type of, I'm not hating on anybody. I love everyone. Like everybody's beautiful, but there's been some times where like I've heard from a promoter like, okay, well, they wouldn't say it like, you know, straight out like that, but it's like more of, there's this look that we're looking for as a host. Like
and you don't fit.
yeah, right. Like the people that do choose me, you know, it's because of my personality and fortunately, like, you know, my work ethic. But like at the same time, there is a divide where they'd rather a certain look, and if you are that look, most of the times it's because of just your look. So,
and
that's
it's
it.
not, excuse me, entirely based upon what you can bring to the table.
Right.
So it's whether or not you look the part, basically.
Right. It's really rare for you to like really step in and. But I would say, like, as a woman, if you are trying to get into the industry, like, you have to, yes, you know, look for help and stuff like that, but you have to, like, make your own way in the industry. Like, for me, it's like, I'm still coming up in what I do, like, I blog and things like that, but you have to do the work in the background on your own, like, so people will recognize what you're doing.
So, like, what does it take for you to get from where you are to where you want to be in terms of hosting or being a public figure as a woman?
I feel like as far as New York, I feel like I'm kind of there, but like there's so much other ground to like pick up on. So I feel like it's more so I need to keep doing the work for myself because I feel like it'll fall into the right hands. And I'd rather it fall into the right hands and it takes a while than for it to just fall into hands because of clout, because I hate the clout chasing thing. Like, I'd rather it take a minute for me, because sometimes, to be honest, like I would be like, dang, but this girl's at 10K and I'm still at like 3. But I'd rather be at 3K knowing that my work speaks for itself than to be up there because of how I look, or you know. So.
Right. And I agree. I mean, I'm not a public figure. I'm not even close to it. And
you will be. It's coming.
Yeah. I don't know about that. But I think it does have a lot to do with the way you look rather than what you can bring to the table, rather than your work ethic, your work ethic, like you said. It's more so like, are you pretty? Like being a flight attendant, I should say. You know, being a flight attendant, while you have to have basic knowledge, you need to be a certain height, you have to have a certain color, like a certain weight, size, all these things matters. And I'm like, why should all of this matter? It should just be whether or not you can actually, you know, do the task.
Right.
And if you can, and you can do it to the best of your ability, or they're gonna like look down on you and be like, well, it's not enough. And I think that's what happens in the entertainment industry. They're like, you're not pretty enough. But
right.
I'm not pretty in your eyes, but I'm pretty sure everywhere else I'm gorgeous. Right? And this is exactly what this platform is for, because I personally know females who are like, I forgive me about the female. We had that talk earlier. I personally know women who degrade themselves because they think that they're not pretty enough, or they think their hair isn't long, or their lashes aren't long, or, you know, they're not red skin. I don't know what the complexion has to do with anything, and it all weighs us down at some point. And I think it's a lot harder for us in this industry because they expect so much from you materialistically, rather than they expect so much from you from your personality.
Yeah, with ethic. It's like,
exactly.
It's kind of more so who you know and stuff like that. But speaking back to like the color issue, like I saw a tweet saying like, did you guys notice that they like I'm not gonna name any bands. Well, when it comes to Carnival, like I saw something where they said like, you know, they rather like the whole page is basically full of like light skinned girls. No shade, no tea. But like I feel like there's no in some, but like there's no variety of women
and complexion.
You know, even when it comes to like, I'm not like trying to like put in plus size all the time too, but even when it comes to that, if there is a plus size woman, it's more like a slim, like there's no like variety in shapes or anything. Like she still has a nice like an hourglass thing going on. So which no shade, no tea, but you know, like there's no variety in that too. And we need to, as a people, especially going through this, like we need to be unified and we need to represent each and every person, each and every color, like and body size and stuff like that. So that,
I agree. I mean, like you said, I do know a lot of fancy mask bands who really cater for just slim girls, and I'm like, what if I like your costume, but can't fit?
I can't fit in it.
So you're telling me that you're not gonna take my money because
I
you
can't fit.
refuse to cater
If
for
I'm
me?
not mistaken, I think they actually have applications where they make you. I mean, like other than like doing it for like the costume sizing, I think they actually have applications that make you fill out. They make you send them a picture and fill out like certain requirements, which is like, I'm like that's crazy to play mask like.
To go on the road and I should say half naked, you have to fill out an application.
I've actually seen it for some parties too.
Some tea.
Like, yeah, like
Definitely some tea.
yeah,
So tell us about, first of all, tell us about your journey.
Okay.
Guys, she mentioned to me earlier that she's from Ghana.
from Ghana.
I thought that my girl was Caribbean.
It's there too. It's there too. It's an influence, a big influence. So
She's from Ghana. So tell us a little about your journey, how you started, you know, when did you realize that this is the person you want to be?
okay, so
Yeah.
I'll make it short. So like I always say, like when I was a kid, when I was around like 5 years old, I had my Grenadian best friend. Her name was
Yes.
Kenlyn, and she had a birthday party, and that's the first time that I heard soca. So from then on, it was just like, all right, I know this is what I love. I don't know what it's called yet, but like I know this is what I love. So then like going into like elementary and junior high, you know, I live on the Parkway. So Labor Day, I was always, you know,
In the mask.
right. Always there, and like I was always absorbing the music and stuff like that. And then I also had my best friend Jennifer. She's into reggae and dancehall and stuff like that. So she's Jamaican. So
Oh, nice.
that was an influence as well as growing with Guyanese people too. But it wasn't until I met my best friend Patrina. Hi Patrina. That
Go ahead, girl, shout them out.
and Jalisa, I see you watching too. But it wasn't until I wouldn't say it wasn't until, because I was always kind of in it, but I started really doing my research and getting into soca when I met my best friend. And, you know, I used to spend a lot of time with them. So it's just like cooking, you know, Trinidadian dishes and like getting into music and everything. I feel like I wanted to be the soca enthusiast when it was like, I started in 2016, I believe.
Okay,
so I was
super
like,
enthusiast.
I started in 2016, I think it was, and then that was when I was like, do I want to go back to college or not? Like I was still in like
In the two minds.
right,
Yeah.
like do I want to go back to college? Because I was like, I think I finished the semester and I'm like, what do I really want to do in life? Because I went for business administration. Because I also do event planning and things like that. Kind of a jack of all trades, or a Jill of all trades.
Go ahead, Jill.
So like, it was like, what do I want to do? So I sat down. I was like, okay, I know there's one thing that I've always pretty much loved, and it's soca. Even though like I've had a lot of opposition, it's like, why do you think you could be the soca enthusiast? You're Ghanaian, which guys, you know, soca comes from the West African flair and West Indian. So
Thank you. Tell them again.
So, yeah, like I realized I wanted to be the soca enthusiast, and it was just like, it was really like it might sound cliche, but it was a light bulb moment. Like, okay, this is what I love, this is what I'm gonna do. And to be honest, before all of this, like, guys, if you have procrastination issues, like, and before all this, I was like lazy and stuff like that. I didn't want to really do anything, just some transparency. So the soca enthusiast is something that really gave me that, like, it really gave me the power to do what I have to do. It made me determined. Like, I'm still here. It's 2020, and I'm still doing this, you know. And then I'm also adding on different brands and stuff to it as well. So, women, if you love, if there's something that you love, then go for it, because that would definitely give you the. Because I know sometimes when you do, like, I was listening to a video about women in the soca industry and how, like, they're discouraged and stuff like that when they're like, for instance, there could be like a rhythm that's out, and like they will put the men on it. Like the men's one would get pushed out more than a woman on the rhythm. So I know people get discouraged like that, but if you love something, keep going for it.
Yeah.
So that's what will make you excel and keep going. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of hurdles that I'm gonna have to come across, but at the end of the day, we have to represent ourselves as women, and you know, we'll get through it. And that's how the soca enthusiast was born.
Yes, yes, you can answer that, and it's better. And I always say this to our women out there: it is once you have passion for something, go for it.
Yes.
Honestly, once it makes you happy, it gives you peace, go for it.
No matter
And
what
if-
anybody
yeah,
says.
If that's what
Yeah.
you really want to do, go for it. Like how Kareem and Keisha and Tamika and my father and my mother pushed me to do this show.
As they should. As they should.
I mean,
That's good.
I always wanted to do it, but like I'm like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to take up this
And I would be there to keep you
this
accountable.
responsibility? And she's my new best friend. Do I really want to take up this responsibility? And then you start thinking about, do I have it? Do I have the voice? Do I have the look? Do I have the publicity? Am I that type of person? Rather than, you know what? I have the personality. I have the confidence. I have the talent. Why not focus on what you have and then try to work on the thing that you don't have?
Right.
We focus so much on what we don't have, we forget what we have, and we can't use our power.
Right. Sometimes you just have to walk into it. Like it could be like you see how you want to do the show and stuff like that. Even though you had your little qualms about it, but as you go on, you find certain things. Like sometimes you just have to jump into it. Like,
Yep.
Cause I jumped into this not knowing.
Just put on your rain boots and jump into that
Yeah,
pothole.
be yourself. That's what gets you through.
Yeah.
Be yourself. It will fall
yeah.
into the right hands. Like
Always. And so, I know what I wanted to ask you. Like, what's the most enjoyable part of this for you? What do you like
Man,
most about it?
I don't think I love everything.
Everything.
Everything. I mean, like I go through certain moments where people will be like, "Oh, well, is this really enough? Do you feel like you're gonna go somewhere with this?" And my answer is yes. Like, but like, I feel like I don't know. What do I love most? I love fetting anyway. So, like,
So we have a fet master over here. Like you have a PhD in fetting.
last summer every weekend. So it's just like right now I'm kind of depressed. But it needs to be on the back burner for what's going on right now. But
Yeah, sadly.
fetting, I love writing. So my blogs, I'm working on those too. I just started vlogging as well. So that one is a little challenging because you have to be on point with it. But
What's your blog about?
myself, like, even though it's under the soca enthusiast, but like
Copy.
because I also have a show that I do called the Soca Hotspot. So
Yeah, I know about the soca hotspot. Yes, girl.
So it's like the soca enthusiast. I wanted to make it more personal. So like on that vlog, I'll be talking about like not personally my love life because y'all need to know that yet, but like things like but like love and stuff like that. Personal issues.
So, since you became the soca enthusiast, what kind of life-changing experiences have you had?
I would say mostly sticking up for myself
Okay.
because when I was younger, I wasn't someone that like I used to let people bully me. I used to be really timid. So like being in this field is just like you have to have a strong bone and you have to stick up for yourself. And also it's just like in a sea of clout chasers, it's like you have to. I don't try to overextend myself. Like I'm still just gonna be myself, and I feel like I'm going to. You have to stick to what you know and stick to what you're saying, like stand behind what you're gonna say. So instead of like following everybody else, like I choose to stand up for what I know, stand up for who I am, and not to stray away from that. So yeah, I would definitely say like sticking up for myself and my beliefs. Yeah.
You go, girl. And like, who are some of the females in this industry that you look up to?
I love Nadia Batson. I love Patrice.
Hold on,
Well,
start over. Start over a little bit.
Okay, but Nadia, I love my Nadia.
I love me
Nadia.
some Nadia
Oh
Batson.
my god! But then I love her too because like she's exactly what I stand for too. Like
Yeah.
she stays herself,
100%.
and I love it so much.
Yes.
Like Nadia Batson, that's my role model.
There's nothing you could do that breaks Nadia. Nadia
Nothing.
would always
She'll
be
still
Nadia.
be herself. Yeah.
Yeah. And Patrice.
Yeah. Patrice Roberts.
Anybody outside of soca?
I'm such a soca head. It's so
Jeez.
I mean, I like SZA.
Okay.
Like, she's cool. Like, cause I feel like she's also a person that she's for herself too. Like she stands out that way also. So people like that.
So how does your family react to you being a soca enthusiast?
My family is very African, so it's just like
It's so different.
my mom is just getting into it. Like but it's just like I don't think she knows the difference. Cause for me, I don't personally want my mom to go to like a fete with me. So she'll be like, "Can I come to the brunch?" I'm like, "No," because I have my brunches too. So like, "Can I come to the brunch?" I'm like, "No, this is not." But why can't I come to the brunch? Are you ashamed of it? I'm like, no, no. But this is not your type of thing. I don't think she understands what I'm doing and she's pushing me. But at the same time, like if she saw the fete inside of me, I don't
She'll
know
be
how
like,
she'll feel about
"That's
that.
not my daughter." She'll be like, I don't know what this is.
I remember I had a, what was that, 21st birthday party or 20th or whatever, and she was there, and like she still can't get over the fact that I was dancing on a boy. Like, it's just like, so it's just, I don't know. My family there, I don't really discuss it with them too much, but my mom is the main person that's just like, all right, if this is what you want to do, like I'm backing you up.
Okay. I mean, yeah, family support is always good to have, but like if they don't support you, that's okay too.
Yeah, again, like I said, like do what you want to do what makes you feel happy.
Regardless.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they can't live your life for you, and then you're always gonna regret that you couldn't do what you wanted to do.
Oh.
So.
Man, I love this girl.
Oh, I love you too.
Like, it's really true. And I feel like as Caribbeans, we try, especially parents, we try to live ourselves through our kids because certain things they were not able to do, and they see that we can do it now. They're like, you know what? You should do this. You should do this. You should be a doctor. You should be a lawyer. You should be a teacher. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I just feel like as a parent, well, I'm not a parent yet, but I just know like when I have my own kids, like I would want to observe my kid and see what they like first, so that I could determine what they want to do through what they like, and you know. So I don't feel like both West Indian and African parents, I don't feel like they sit down and observe what their kids are really doing, or if they do observe it, they don't really care. They want to push what they feel is good for their kids.
They're like, I went to school for medicine. I failed. You're gonna go to school for medicine, and you're gonna pass. But I don't want to go to school for medicine.
You want to do something else. So
I want to be a soca enthusiast.
Oh.
So like, how's that gonna work? That's like so far from the medical field. So your parents ever give you a little backlash on it or anything? Yeah.
My dad is very traditional, so
okay,
he was like, so you're not going back to school? Like, are you not going back to? You are not going to school?
I was not ready for that accent.
No.
Really?
But that's how he sounds. But but it was that, and then like also like with not only with your career, like with your love life too. Like my family is very well. Not my mom. My mom don't really care as long as she got her grandchildren. But my dad was like, if you marry somebody that's not Ghanaian, then I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you, because I might end up with like a Trini or like a Grenade. You just
exactly. Then see something.
You never know. So it's just like, yeah, there has been some backlash, but at the end of the day, like I chose to rise above all of that, and I'm still gonna do what I want to do. Like, I'm a rebel, so.
Fucking rebel. So have you ever met any other women like yourself who are well drawn into the soca business, really, devoted to the soca industry, and like, have you guys like clicked?
Yeah, so my two co-hosts on the Soca Hotspot, Shandy and Nakia, they're very heavily into the soca industry, and they're like jacks of all trades too. Like they do a lot of things. Like Shandy is also with Julian's promos as well.
Oh right. Okay, I know who that is. Yeah.
So yeah, I've met a couple of people that's into it too. Good. It's not that many people, but it's good to know that there are some people out there that really want to do this because they love it.
So let's talk about you singing.
What? Me singing?
So I asked you before if you can sing. Because guys, doesn't she look like a singer, no? She looks like she have a really good voice.
I mean,
she sings, but a tiny bit.
I used to sing in church. I mean, I feel like I sing a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, I always wanted, to be honest, like I always wanted to venture into singing. I'm not gonna lie. Like I could write a little bit, but not like, I wouldn't call myself a songwriter. But when it comes to like, writing and stuff like that, I actually do have a passion for singing. Like it's like low key, but maybe someday. I just don't know. But someday I'll get into it.
Okay, man.
challenge myself.
We'll see. We will see. I'll remember that, you know. I have very good memory.
I know. I know you're gonna text me like.
So
you're gonna
trying
sing?
to sing? You trying to sing for Father's Day for me? Cause you know.
I don't know about that yet, but
We'll see. we will see. So soca enthusiast. I just love the sound of that.
oh, thank you.
How'd you come up with your name?
You know, it's really weird. When I was younger, I know I say that a lot, but there was this show called Curb Your Enthusiasm, and for some reason that word also, yeah, it's with I forgot the actor's name, but it's some show. But that word always stuck with me for some reason. So I was just like, and then I looked it up, like, you know, this enthusiast is like somebody. I wouldn't really say an expert, but it's somebody that loves like
Yeah.
a certain type of thing. So like I always,
Passion for it.
yeah. So like I always say, I'm not an expert, but I know I have this passion for
soca.
Right. So I was like, you know, I think that's the perfect name because, you know, I feel like everything else is taken anyway. Like there's a soca everything. So, but yeah, the soca enthusiast, because of my passion for soca and stuff like that. Like sometimes I just cry. I'm listening to soca.
What?
Nah,
What soca song do you cry to?
No, because like sometimes like a song could be so, because I'm really heavily into music too. I
Probably
just feel
like potential from voice or something.
no, like sometimes it's like happy cries. Like I know this is mad, but like sometimes I could be into a song so much and then you just start to cry. Like at Carnival when you reach the stage.
Let's not even talk about crying over a soca song because I would cry over a whole soca artist and the songs.
See,
But
so,
yes, I get what you're coming from with the passion for it because I really do have a passion for soca, but I can't be a soca enthusiast. That's not gonna happen. I mean I love soca, but like no offense to anybody in the soca industry, but like I feel like they need to develop their coping skills, I should say, a little more, and their sociability. So soca artists to me aren't very, how do I put this?
friendly.
Well, not that they're not very friendly in it. They believe that once they have a hit song, they've made it in life. No. Don't even. You have one hit song, and it's so quick for people to forget that you had a hit song.
Especially
For
in the
them
soca
to
industry,
remember, it's because they heard it again somewhere. But it's super hard for people to remember that you have a hit soca. And I feel like a lot of soca artists feel like once they have a hit song, they don't have to work as hard to keep up that trend.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, women in the soca industry have always put out really good soca
So
music.
there's so many songs on rhythms that are missed out. Like, yeah, it's frustrating.
Exactly, from women. And my question is always, why don't I hear this on a mix? Why don't I hear this on the radio? Why isn't that the first thing I see after, you know when you pull it up on YouTube and you have your up next? How come that's not the first song I see as my up next? Is it because she's a woman? What kind of discrimination is this? Hello? And that's how I feel. We don't ever get the recognition that we should get,
Right.
that we need. And we work 10 times as hard as any other guy.
That's true. But I love the way that Patrice and Nadia, like, they are pushing the boundaries.
Yes, they really
Fianna
do
as well. They're
push.
pushing the boundaries for that to change. And
Because
we've
they
seen
didn't
it
have a
little by little.
choice.
Yeah.
Society never give them a choice. They have to all the way. It's like they had to go to school for it. While the men
Like,
just
go through tests and things like
yeah,
that. Like,
and you have to take an exam and you have to get 90% and over or else you fail. Whereas men could just put out one soca song and suddenly he's a soca artist. How? You put out let's say half of a soca song. Because it must be one verse and chorus right through. No offense again, but that's some of the content that most of them put out. And you're like, really? I will go to a soca fest and wind up to this? When I could go to a soca fest and wind up to how my bumper looking?
I bet you I could make up a whole playlist of, like,
Exactly.
more than, like, it's ridiculous.
And I'm gonna challenge a DJ though. I need 1 hour of only female soca.
It's possible, but will they do it? That's the
It's
thing.
possible, but I want to know how well can they mix it.
That too.
I probably know like two or three DJs who can actually mix female soca's for 1 hour perfectly. I don't know about the others, but I'm gonna give them a little. Y'all want to be DJs? We gonna do this. And I wanted to
No,
hear
for
at
real.
least one female soca artist from every Caribbean country. Let's see how well you guys do there. Because we need to push our females, especially in this industry. It is so hard to get a breakthrough as a woman doing entertainment. Whether you're a comedian like Rachel Price, whether you're an artist, whether you're an actress, it doesn't matter what you do. It's like you have to dig your own grave, lie in it for a day or two, and come back out
And
like a
rise up again.
ghost. And make people scared. You have to come up with something that's extra hard. Why?
And not even that, it's just like within the West Indian countries too, it's like, you know, Trinidad is like the hub, but like there's a lot of women from other islands like St. Kitts and Nevis and Antigua and stuff like that, they have artists too. So it's just like, but
Exactly.
they're not platformed.
No,
So
they're
it's
not.
like-
And you ask them about the artists, and they're like, "Who?" They're like, "Oh, you."
And I feel like it's like we're conditioned to like not
Yeah.
support them and stuff like that.
But it shouldn't be that way. Because, again, we are one region with so much talent. We are so great in everything that we do. And I feel like having a woman in everything that you do makes life so much
But
easier.
what about the movie industry? I feel like, I don't know, but I feel like I don't see enough like with the movie industry within like the West Indian
I
Caribbean.
don't.
Yeah.
I only know like a few because they're really popular. Like Cecile Tyson, she always acts with what's her name? Tyler Perry. You know, these people, because they're popular, because they're always around these well-known actors and producers. But apart from that, who do we really know? And there's so much of them that comes from the Caribbean. So much of them are Caribbean backgrounds. But we just don't know. Why? Because we don't do our research like the way we research other people.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like we also don't have like a lot of blog platforms. There's like very few, and I feel like the ones some that we do have, they're not really doing it for positivity. I feel like it's more so to like bash, you know, the artists and
yeah.
stuff like that. I don't see too much positivity when it comes to our women. It's always like,
Yeah.
oh, so and so got her
Yep.
butt done, or like so and so
Yeah.
thinks she could wear this, so and so did that, so and so did this, her makeup, her wig,
she
her lace
went to
front.
perform, this happened, that happened. Why can't we just say the
yeah.
performance is great
Yeah.
and move on to the next topic?
And it's all of us. It's all of us. Like, you can't just blame one. Like, all of us do it, whether it's subconsciously or whatever. But we have to do better when it comes to terms of supporting our women.
Because men would support men right through. And when I tell you right through, I do mean right. It doesn't matter what.
No matter what they did.
They will support each other right through. But as women, we're always our own enemies. We could never support our friend. You know why? Because we think it should happen to us and not to her. But you ever thought that maybe this is happening to her because she deserves it and she worked hard for it, and I'm not getting it because I didn't work that hard, so maybe I should work hard?
And I also believe in like a domino effect. If it can happen to her, then it can happen to you
Exactly.
too.
Once you have my back, guess what? It's gonna fall on you too. The blessings are gonna flow, and we don't see life that way. And you know, it's really hard to get women to see life that way, especially when they've been blindfolded all their life with the lies and everything. Like, it's hard to get them out of that habit.
So I'm hoping like with what's everything happening, with everything that's happening right now with the Black Lives Matter, I hope it falls into subcategories too, that like from this we rise and then we realize that we need each other than like tearing each other down. Like,
Yep.
and the whole cancel culture, like that's important too for people that actually do things, but we like to cancel people because we don't want to see them win either. So I hope that we do rise from this and that changes as well. So.
You're right. So tell us about the hotspot.
So the Soca Hotspot is under Colors TV. Shout out to my boys Kimali and Kobe.
Yes, Kamari.
So it's under Colors TV, and basically we speak about everything soca. So like we know we're getting back into it again. We started in 2017, but you know life happens. So like we're starting to go through it again. Well, this happened. just now. But of course, we're gonna have new episodes out for you guys. But it's basically we talk about the history on soca, and then we highlight people not only in New York, but we try to highlight people internationally. But we're all about the underdog. Like we'd rather like promote the underdog because nobody else really does that.
Right.
So it's about the history of soca. We try to highlight different artists and things like that. And then we also try to like not promote parties, but like just kind of it's like a hub, like everything soca. So that's why we call it the hot spot. So anything that you want to know, what parties are happening, what songs are coming out, stuff like that, what news, that's what we're here for.
So anything that's within the soca industry, we can go to the soca hotspot
Right,
and
yeah.
find it. Copy. Do you do most of the content for it, or?
I write for it, and then Kimali and Kobe, they are the editors, and they're like basically
videographers.
us three. We're like the brain, huh? Yeah. We're like I would say we're the brain of it. But of course, like my co-hosts, they do a lot of work behind the scenes too, like with because they have their own segments. Like Shandy, she does the news, so that's a really huge part of it. And then Nikia, like she does like a little bit of everything. So like she would do like fun facts and things like that. And then she also does like what's hot right now, like in the party scene and stuff like that. So
Okay. Yeah.
it's collective.
It is. You ever thought about being an actress?
I I don't know if I would be an actor. I mean, I'll be open to it. Like I would really want to see. I know everything is soca about me, but I really want to see a movie based on soca. Like don't steal this idea. Like a soca Cinderella or something like that. I think that would be really cute.
Wow. That sounds fun. Talk to me about Soca Cinderella.
I mean, I'll have
Is it
any
gonna
like
be the same
plan or nothing.
storyline?
I don't
Do
think
you
it
think?
would be.
No?
Alright, like I'm not trying to steal from Basil D, but like how you ever watched that movie? No? Okay, you gotta watch
Oh yes, I have.
Yeah, right?
I forgot the name of it.
it.
Yeah.
So you see how Marshall like
Got
throughout
it.
the movie he has all his songs like that, but like in each scene the song like it's relative to the scene. So
Yeah.
like in that I would want to do something with not really a musical, but kind of like
Okay.
where like different soca is highlighted in the song, but like it has to do with the movie too to gain awareness that way too. But I don't know if I would do the same concept because I don't want it to be like repetitive, but kind of like like she has to go to I don't know, maybe like she'll find her Prince Charming at Chic or something. Like,
Not chic.
like,
Agreed.
but yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. But it has to be, behind a mask, and she.
Maybe that'd be cute. I
She
mean,
got something. Not the shoe though.
I mean, what could she lose? I don't know. Maybe the cup that they give you.
Yeah, because her name was printed on it. Or her hair.
But yeah, like I've been thinking about stuff like that. Like I would love to write
Or
a
her
movie.
headpiece or something.
Oh yeah, that's true. Or at Carnival, that would be even cuter.
Yes, a mask bunny. Yep. She white and nice.
She bought her I guess midline feathers because nobody want to carry no.
Yeah.
And she lost her midline.
Yeah, and she lost it, and her name was on the inside or something. And he's like, wow, I must find this girl.
Exactly.
Okay, come through. I like the idea.
If any
You
of
go
y'all want to
Cinderella.
invest,
You go Soca Cinderella. I mean, I had a thought for a Soca show too, but that's a whole different level.
yeah, that's
We had
it
love
takes
and
a
hip
lot.
hop. We could have love and soca.
That would be so messy.
Listen, I know it's going to be messy, but we gotta leave a little bit out.
It's gonna be messy.
Probably only the married or the well-invested soca couples. I'm not gonna.
We can't. I don't know. I don't want to say we can't have nothing civilized, but
I mean, we can't. Because it's not in us. It's not our DNA. We're not. I don't want to say we're not civilized. We're not. I don't know, but we're civilized, but in a different way.
yeah.
In a
When it's time
totally
to
different
work,
way.
it's time to work. But I think the bacchanal is important to
Well, of course, like it doesn't work without it. What are some of the pros and cons of the industry for you?
I would say, okay, I had an experience. I won't call names as usual, but I had an experience where I was asked to host something, and I feel like the promoters were plotting on me. Like it was just like, cause they sent me a message on some like it was mad like, ew. Like they were targeting like a body part, like so this look good and da da da. But do you want to host? I'm like, that's how you asking me to host a party because.
Yeah,
So
no.
it's just like if people go, yeah, those were one of the most annoying experiences, and then it goes on the other end too, because then you have some promoters that don't really want to see a plus size girl on their flyer. So it's just like, yeah, she's good, because I would have like instances where people would recommend me, because you know, I feel like I don't call myself a promoter, but when it comes to like putting things out, like I would probably write a blog about it and get the story out there so people will come to the party and stuff like that, which people don't have that a lot. So it's just like, if you're gonna go over that for looks, that's crazy. Because then I've had instances where it's like, she's good, but you know, I want so and so because like, you know, she's on every flyer right now. So it's just like, so it's like on both sides, you know.
Yeah.
That's one of the most annoying things about
Must
it.
be annoying. 'Cause the way my few shots, if any promoter come and say this to me, you go back up on another tree, because it's not happening.
That's why, like, that's why I say you have to pave your own way. That's why I started Soca Brunch Sundays. I started about two years ago. So I started having my own brunches because I felt like there's not a lot of people doing soca brunches, and if they are,
I'm not gonna lie, I love a brunch party. I'll do anything for a brunch. I prefer a brunch than a regular night party.
A regular night party. You know,
I
I like night parties too, but the day party,
I feel like they're better.
It's a different vibe.
Yes, you get to see yourself, take better pictures, you know. They see the real you. In a night party, you can't really see the guy.
I mean, both of them, they have their pros and cons. It's different vibes, so it's like...
I think it's just like how I'm a wine girl, I'm a day girl. I can't. Night is for sleeping. It's definitely, well, for me, it's definitely sleeping. I can't.
Thank God, you know, we have both, like, if you want to do a day party, there's that, and then they have the night party. Yeah, so that's why I started like having my own brunches and stuff like that, because like I visualized what I wasn't seeing, because I feel like a lot of promoters now is, again, clout chasing or for money. So it's like they don't put any thought into the party. Like it's always, all right, well, it's just gonna be $30, but you don't get nothing, or sometimes like $50, but you're not getting anything out of the party. So it's just like, I didn't see that within the fets itself, and I didn't see too many women doing that as well. So I wanted to make up that just so, you know, to represent women as well, and you could do it. Like, you have to pave your own way. So that's why, like, if you know you want to do something, the first thing it starts with is writing it down. Like, write it down. Because I feel like once you write it down, like, it has to happen. Because then you could always go back to it and be like, oh, I was supposed to do this. Okay, let me work on that. And, of course, it's not going to happen overnight. But once you write it down, there's strides to, like, making it happen. And I feel like it's been foolproof for me. Like, every time I write something down, like, you know,
you go back and you see,
and then it's like you're manifesting too.
Yep.
Like you're manifesting it. So
you're right. Yeah, I don't know about writing down stuff, but
I mean, just have your journal, like,
and take some
if
notes.
you want to lock it up,
Lock
have
it
a
up.
little diary, like manifest it. Cause I'm not even gonna lie to you. Sometimes I could be in my own head and be like pessimistic, like, oh, this is never gonna happen. But then look, like I'm doing my own brunches now. Like I have my own t-shirt line. Happy on the soca.
Happy on the soca.
And then like I vlog, and you know, like there's way more things. I'm gonna get you one. And so yeah, you just have to start somewhere. So because I started in 2016, and look, now we're in 2020, and there's a whole bunch of things that I have under my belt. So
good.
Just start somewhere.
So are you gonna like what? I don't want you to really expose yourself. But like, what are some of the things that you have under your belt?
I mean, most of the things that I had for 2020 is just like the months that I wanted to do it in is just like everything is happening right now. So it's like I don't really know. One idea that I did have is that I wanted to have a brunch called the birthday brunch, where like if you missed your birthday in any of the months that we had these issues, you could celebrate, and then I have like your personalized table and stuff like that. Yeah, so I hope I could do it, but with the way things are open,
hopefully in December.
Yeah.
Right? If the aliens don't take over.
Because I heard that's next, so I don't know.
Right now, I don't know, man. Right now, so much can happen.
I don't know, but I have some hope. Yeah, I feel like we still have a half left. I think this had to happen because a lot of things that were deeply rooted needed to like be dug up so that we could get through, like, you know, so the road could be paved smoothly and stuff like that. So I don't know, I have hope for the second half. Let's hope the aliens don't come. But I think the second half of the year, because I feel like even with the Black Lives Matter initiative, I feel like we're seeing things like little by little. Like the murder charge was I think it went to second now.
I mean, third degree doesn't really exist, just to clear the air, but we got a little second degree, so let's see how that goes.
And we're still going so. I think there's a silver lining. I feel like there's some hope to be had in the next 6 months. So just gotta declare it,
And what are your expectations from women, especially in the entertainment industry, for the next 6 months?
I feel like we should be preparing to come back into 2021 strong, even if we have to do it on our own, even if we have to set up our own resources, because there's a lot of us that can sit down and set it up. Of course, there's always the cattiness and stuff like that, and I don't know. For some reason, women can't collectively, not all women, but like some can't work together for some reason. But I believe that it's 2020, we have social media. I feel like we have the resources to build our own things, to build our own record labels, to build, do our own type of things. So I feel like with the downtime now, there's so much time to plan. And that means there's no excuses. In 2021, we should have our own stuff established. So,
have you had any friendships or relationships that were, crushed because of who you are and what you do?
I wouldn't say crushed too much, but I would say it's just like okay, like if let's say like we're in a party and I have to vlog, like certain friends wouldn't understand that. They're like, oh, you doing this right now? Like we came out to party, like, so it's just like, it's like I have the friends that do understand and I have the ones that don't.
So they just want to party.
Right. So then it comes into like, damn, like, it's like.
Now you got to choose.
Right. I have to choose. And it's just like, you always into your work. Like, you don't have to vlog right now. Put your phone down. It's just like.
But I feel like that's not really working. That's more of you enjoying yourself because you enjoy what you do. So
I
it's
enjoy
not really
what I do.
considered working.
It's work for them because then I have to take the time to make sure like, I'm vlogging right, because like with me I'm very anal with like I edit my own things too, but I'm still learning like to edit properly and stuff too. So it's just like when I'm in a party, like I have to make sure my phone is like this at all times, like it's not like on what is it, landscape and portrait. So it's just like certain little things like that. So it's just like, Priscilla, dance with us. Like you're not dancing with us. So it's just like, hey, but I need to do this right now. So it's like, I wouldn't really say crushed. I would say there have been instances with like, cattiness, but I wouldn't really like take it on too much.
Okay,
that's just how it is in the field. Like, I don't get myself caught up in the whole scandal thing, and because it's those two. I don't talk about those things, but I try to stay low key and stuff like that.
Okay.
But there's always people that will. You think they're your friends, but at the end of the day, they're like talking about you behind your back, like, oh, who she thinks she is, type of complex thing.
Yeah, you always get those.
Yeah. I've got, like, I don't know if you remember, there was a time on Facebook where it was, they had this game where you play anonymously.
Profound.
I think so, yeah. And then, like, somebody was like, oh, like, do you seriously think this is going somewhere? Like, you're just the soca enthusiast, like, what is that? Like, I'm like... You're mad because you don't really have no type of dream. Like, you're not really, like...
They don't understand the passion behind this.
Just text me and I'll tell you what it takes.
Yeah.
But it's just things like that. Like, but, I try not to let that get to me and stuff like that.
And especially in a time like now, because so much is happening. It's so easy for people to break down. Like... one thing could just trigger you off, and that's it. We kind of need the soaking enthusiasts around here. I love your energy.
Thank you.
You're so talented.
Thank you.
You're so beautiful. There's like,
you're gonna make me cry.
Don't. You're just like you said, a Jill of all trades. Everything you've told me is you say with passion. So you definitely have a love for what you do.
I do.
Appreciate
I just want people to like. I want people to move in love. Like, I really hate clout. I hate it. Like, I know I talk about it a lot. I really hate it. I hate when people just do things for money and like. But I want people to like really like when we get back from this. I want people to do things with passion. Like everything we do, like I say we should do it with the spirit of excellency when it comes down to music, like when it comes down to partying. Because at the end of the day, it might be leisure things to people, but for me, like doing things like this makes people happy to me. So like, when we come back from this, yeah, just like passion, this and the clout chasing thing. We should know better from now on. But,
And the clout chasing.
yes.
Like, that's a big ask. That's a really big
it's
ask.
not cute. Like,
I know. It's
if you want to
not.
make your money and move on. But if you're doing something, just do it with a purpose. That's all I'm saying.
So that would be your advice.
Yeah.
And what would your advice be to any woman out there who's looking up to you and she wants to either follow your path or like, you know, she wants to do whatever you do or something like what you do?
I'll just say, like, you have to be strong. You have to be strong in this, and you have to know that this is what you're gonna do. Because even though I want to give up, maybe like every week, this is just like a lot. But just know in your mind that you have no choice but to do this. Like, once you start, keep going, because that is what gets you to where you need to be. Like, and be yourself. Be yourself. That's your personality. Like, this is what takes you far in life. Because I found like just being myself has got me onto so many things. Like even being here too. So it's just like, be yourself. Be yourself and keep going. Like, and always brainstorming is a big thing too. You can't stay stagnant in what you're doing. You always have to like, yes and no to follow the trends, but you have to like be on your toes too. Like, always come up with something different.
Yeah.
What you're doing depends. Like, even if you're doing but any field, like even if you're doing event planning, you have to have a niche to what you're doing. Like for me, I like to do event planning, so I would say like my specialty would be doing centerpieces. So it's like whatever that you do, have something different that you could bring to the table that people come to, like, oh, that's the event planner that does centerpieces, that's the promoter that does brunches, that's, you know, like, find your niche and what you have to do. Don't just make it like a broad thing. Just perfect what you love to do, and the other things will come after. Yeah.
I've been saying that every week for the past 3 weeks.
Confirmation.
We are all perfectly imperfect. You might as well just find that thing within you that you know you can do and just focus on that.
Yeah.
Because if we were to focus on everything that we cannot do, you're going to get nowhere. And I promise you, nowhere in life.
True.
And it was so hard for me to break out of my own cycle. And doing it now is like, wow.
See, I'm proud of you. Because it looked like you've been doing this for a while.
Thank you.
Like, you have the voice for it, like I said, so keep going.
Girl, I worked so hard to get this voice. Yes, but like, people, like women, you just need to understand, like, if that's what you really and truly want to do, there's nothing and nobody who can stop you from doing it.
You're
And
the only person that can stop yourself.
That's correct. You and God.
Well, that too.
That's a different conversation though. But if we're talking humans, it's just you. And then, you know, people often be like, oh, you have a kid now, so all your dreams are crushed, this, that, the other.
Not true, not in
No.
this day and age. Not
That's really not true. That's the old time way of things. We're in a whole 21st century.
true. Yes.
A
You have
whole-
your friends. If you need
Yes.
to do something, take your baby to your
Yes.
friend house. Like,
Yes.
that's what you gotta do.
Bring it to me. Just come back for it. If it's a boy, he could leave the baby.
Aw.
If it's a girl, please come back for
I
her.
want boy. I think I want 2 boys and a girl.
See? I want a boy. I mean, that's never going to happen, but I would love a boy. A girl? I don't know. I'm a little bit scared there. I'm a lot scared, but I do want a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I think we'd be good moms.
You're going to be a fantastic mother. I don't know about me.
Stop it. You'll be good. But yeah.
No. Anything you want to say to our viewers? Nobody really asked any questions. They were just so
Supportive. Yes.
so
Aw.
supportive.
Thank
Wow.
you guys.
You guys are so great today. So great. Y'all behaved. I'm so proud.
Well, somebody said, let me see. Somebody said that's crazy coming from, what minute was that? I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's when we were speaking about that's when you said that, you know, some women have to send in applications for their fancy mess costumes, and he said that's crazy. I mean, yes, it is crazy, but it is reality. It really
it is. Let me see. Oh, Nikita, that's so sweet. Thank you. I will.
They were so supportive. Well, the topic was women in the entertainment industry, and we have the soca enthusiast here, and she gave us a little bit about her journey and what's it like, and gave some advice to women who may want to, follow in her footsteps one day, and all of that. You can go back and look at the live stream on. You were late today. That's my friend from college.
Oh, hi, Jamon.
We've been. You always have that friend where y'all don't talk every day, not every week, but when you talk, you actually talk.
That's it, yeah.
He's one of those, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say, really. Just like, as women, let's be unified. It's easier said than done because, again, we have this subconscious culture where I don't want to say everybody likes to bash everyone, but like I feel like most people do have this thing where, but let's put that on the back burner and try to at least be better for each other, especially with everything going on.
Yeah, we definitely need the support of every woman. And again, guys, this is a platform for Caribbean women, especially. I mean, I'm not limiting only Caribbean women, but
we need it because I feel like it's not voiced. Yeah.
Yes, for Caribbean women because we don't have anything for us. And I'm not asking for anything. I just want you guys to know that if you ever need, to be heard, you have a story to tell, you need people to know about something, this is where you should come. I'm all ears.
I second that.
I'm here for you, and I'm here with you. All right. So, guys, we did 1 hour.
Oh,
Again, thank you for tuning in. Just a few reminders. This afternoon we have Next on the Rise with Mafia, and that's going to be at 5 p.m. and not 7 o'clock. It's actually going to be from 5 to 7 due to the curfew this evening. So look out for that. We have DJ Sheem and Madaras.
Oh,
right?
nice.
Right,
My
so
boys.
we have, you know them?
I know Madaras personally. Well, like, kind of thing. Acquaintances, but.
Right. My mother said good luck to you. Keep the pushing the squares, and she loves your drive.
Thank you.
Yes. So we have Mafia this afternoon. With Next on the Rise. On Saturday we have a really full day for you guys from 9 to 6 p.m. 9 a.m. to 12 we have the wake up call with Kareem and Silence. From 12 to 3 we have Ice on Fire with Shakira and DJ D-Fire. From 3 to 6 we have Mafia and Hayes with Island Saturdays. And then on Sunday we have okay, Sunday's a little question mark for now, but look out for our show this afternoon and our Saturday show. Next week I'm gonna be doing a giveaway for Father's Day. Father's Day is June 21st. I'm gonna create some care packages for our fathers out there. It's gonna be a few, nothing too fancy, but just a little appreciation. But here's the deal. You have to text us and let us know why your father is, such a great dad.
So sweet.
Right?
I like that.
And it's going to be 4, and we're going to give away 3 because one I'm going to give to you.
That's so sweet, man. I feel loved. Thank you.
I'm going to give one to my best friend. So she can give her
y'all.
that. And the other 3 I'm going to give away. And together with that, that little essay, you also have to follow us on Instagram, like our page on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you have just send us a little screenshot of that. I'm going to read the essay, go over it, and, we're just going to give away the 3 care packages. If you're out of the U.S., once time permits, we are going to send it to you. If you are within the U.S., you just let us know exactly where. Once it's within New York, we can send that out to you. Anything else? Wow, my mom says she's on Sunday. Her, Logan, and Evie. That's a show. That's so much energy. I promise you. But again, thank you guys for tuning in with women this afternoon. It was so great speaking to you.
It was an honor being here. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. She spoke about so much today. It was so, fulfilling, I should say.
Thank you.
And refreshing. And to know that I actually have somebody who's on my side.
I am.
Finally.
I got you.
Next week, I'm going to have another guest. Next week, we're going to talk about... oh my God. Next week, we're going to talk a little bit about balancing your career while, being a single mother.
Oh, that's a good topic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have somebody from the islands, from BVI, next week. So just look out for that show. Again, thank you, and see you at 5 p.m.
Bye, guys.
Smarted, GMGT. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives. Keep it locked.
I think we were
Easy.
still alive, so they saw all that. They saw all that.
I'm not going home, no way. I go stay, let me stay, 'cause I is a feta. I is a feta. Leave me alone, let me roll. Hold it, I is a feta.
See, I see life at the party. I come to jam, and I don't need no excuse when I join with a band. 'Cause I have me 2-day pass, look it right on me hand. The security, they can't put me out the section. This year I have me wristband. Hey, trouble 'cause I reach, and I drink so much you could hear the slur in the speech. Plus I causing all kind of bacchanal in the streets. Now the iron start and this rhythm I start to beat. The melody feels so sweet. It have me jamming, have me winding, have me waving, causing vibes in the party. Vibes in the party. It have me jumping, have me pumping, have me singing nicely. Vibes at the party, life at the party. What they calling me? They call me the life of the party. Hands up, the life of the party. They call me the life of the party. Hands up, what they calling me? They call me the life of the party. Hands up, the life of the party. They call me the life of the party. Hands up, what they calling me? They call me the life of the party. Hands up, the life of the party. They call me the life of the party. Hands up, what they calling me? They call me the life of the party. Hands up, the life of the party. They call me the life of the party. Hands up, yes, it's me again. I in every fed dog in South and in Water Space.
Smarted, GMGT. Good music.